Katie just got off her first roller coaster of 2025. Katie, look, there's giant swan boats. All right, you guys, so it appears that my imminent death is postponed. Solid wooden roller coasters right there.
Solid, yeah. Are you sure you want me to answer that?
You said that? It's better than Flight Deck at Canada's Wonderland, but it still sucks. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Good morning also. We are on the road. We're in Michigan. Last night after Katie got off work, it was supposed to be like a 4-hour and 45-minute, almost 5-hour drive. And then Chicago happened and we hit a lot of traffic. And we ended up it was like more like a 6-hour drive after that, and we stopped for gas and dinner.
Yeah, it
sucked. But anyway, we got to our hotel at like 11 o'clock. We were supposed to get there at like a little after 10, or no, a little before 10. And then traffic. Anyway, so we are in the car now. We left the hotel. We are driving. Let's see, we got a little over 30 minutes to go to Michigan's Adventure. And we'll party it up there until we are done. Or until the park closes, whichever one comes first. And then we're gonna drive to Indiana, because tomorrow we're going to Indiana Beach. You know, we take advantage of these long weekends, you know, Memorial Day.
I don't think it's a crazy long drive.
No.
An hour or two?
I think it's like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Yeah, no. Our hope is that, like, you know, we'll be done at Michigan's Adventure like decently early kind of thing, so that we can hit the road, get to Indiana early enough that we can grab dinner and everything, and then kind of chill before we have to get up to go to Indiana Beach tomorrow. And then after we spend, you know, a handful of hours, or however long we spend at Indiana Beach on Sunday, tomorrow, we'll drive back home to Peoria. So, really quick weekend, getting 2 parks in. Hopefully everything's open, we can get on everything and add to that credit count. Fingers crossed that at the end of September / early October, I will be hitting 300 in Germany. We had to switch things around a little bit with our Germany trip though, so to do that, we've added in a couple random trips in the United States to make up for the loss of credits that I'll be getting at the 2 parks we cut out. But anyway, Michigan's Adventure today. Hang out with us. We've never been here before. We don't really know what to expect. I'm like thinking Valley Fair level.
That's my guess. Yeah. I don't really expect anything more than that.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we'll find one ride that we like, and then the rest will be it.
Yeah. Yep. But stick around with us. We'll let you know how it goes. You want to rate today?
Sure.
Okay. So hang out with us today at Michigan's Adventure, and hopefully it's a great adventure. There we go. Peace out, guys. All right, ladies and gents, we are in the park. Katie just got off her first roller coaster of 2025, the one and only Zach Zoomer. If you guys have been to Kings Island, it's kind of like Woodstock Express.
For that type of ride, I thought it was pretty good. Like, obviously you're not going on that for thrills, but
No. And we got a good photo on it and everything, but like, if you have the all season picture pass with the all season passport, you cannot use your picture pass here. You have to buy the daily one, which is $33, and we did not think it was justifiable.
yeah. We'll see how many photos we actually get. I didn't want to pay $33 just for one.
Do you think we can get on this without a kid?
We're gonna find out. Nobody's in line, so
We're gonna go try to ride this kiddie ride in Camp Snoopy. See if we can get a credit. We'll see you guys later. All right, you guys, so it is confirmed. You can ride the kiddie coaster in Camp Snoopy without a kid, because
even if you're the only ones on the train.
we just did it. We were the only people on it. We were in the front row, and it goes around twice.
I don't even think they've run it yet.
We like walked up, we were standing there, we're like, can we get on this?
I'm ready.
Katie, look, there's giant swan boats.
Oh, this one is so long.
Guys, look at this, like, I'm about to go ride this, Thunderhawk. I might die. Katie's in charge of telling everyone back in Peoria that I didn't make it because I died on Thunderhawk. In case that happens.
Yeah. That one.
It's like flight deck at Canada's Wonderland, and we know how that one went, guys. Right, Katie?
Don't want that.
You didn't even ride it. But this is the only path we can take to get here, and then we have to pretty much go to the other side of the park to get to the rest of the roller coasters. So at least we got a nice view of like this wonderful water with paddle boats that look like swans. Anyway, oh, rating. Zach Zoomer, Katie, your first coaster of 2025. We'll do a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being like it was amazing and 1 being like eh.
Okay. I'm gonna go middle of the road.
3.
Yeah, for like a 3, because the type of coaster is obviously you don't go on there and you're like, oh my gosh, this is
True.
but for what it was decent.
Oh, I'll agree. I'll go with 3. You know, it wasn't anything like fantastic or anything, but it was like not like horrible. And then our little kiddie ride. I'm not honestly for a kiddie ride. I'm getting it a 5. This is a good one. I'll get a 5.
Usually when we go on those, we get so whipped around
and it's painful.
that it just hurts.
I'll give it a 5.
I'll do 5 for a kiddie coaster. That was top notch.
Yeah, it was good. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of Shipping Timbers because it looks beautiful. So we will get with you after I die on Thunderhawk. See you guys then. All right, you guys. So it appears that my imminent death is postponed. I was in the front row, locked in, ready to go, and then they released the restraints and said that they were experiencing technical difficulties and that if we wanted to wait, we could walk back through the gate and just wait. They couldn't tell us how long the ride was gonna be down. I was like, you know what? I got Fastlane, I can just come back later. We'll go ride everything else first and come back and do that one.
It's kind of a bummer though, because that one really is like...
It's like all the way on the other side from everything else. The only thing that's back there is a water ride. So it will be a little bit of a trek back towards that, but it's fine. Katie and I have been training for this. This is what we're running for.
You'll like the video I got though.
You took a video?
I did. You should really listen to it. It's pretty funny.
I'm looking forward to it.
The people on that run of it were screaming.
There's mini golf. Can we mini golf?
Yes.
Watch it be an added fee. All right. Anyway, we are heading to the other side of the park to see what rides we can come across and see what we're gonna ride next. So, update. There you go. We'll see you guys in a bit. Oh, we got the stupid wild mouse out of the way.
It was pretty good for a while.
I hate wild mouse.
That was my favorite one.
I hate wild mouse.
But we're going to 5, right? I'll give it a 4.
I'll give it a 2. Just kidding. I'll give it a 3. I hate wild mouse coasters. I think they're stupid. Also, the lady put my lap bar down so far. Oh, look at that. Anyway, we are making our way to Shivering Timbers now. It's their big wooden coaster. I've heard mixed things about it. I do think I saw that they got a little bit of retracking in the off season, so we always are weary when we ride new wooden wooden roller coasters. So we'll let you know how it goes, like we do. So stick around. Peace out. All right, you guys. So we are fresh off Shivering Timbers and Wolverine's Wildcat. Wow. Solid wooden roller coasters right there.
Solid, yeah. I am pleasantly surprised.
I am also pleasantly surprised. I was not expecting that.
Okay, so what's your rating on Spring Timber?
5! Resounding 5!
I'll give it a 5 too. Yes.
If I was going higher, it'd be like a 7 or 8. That was amazing. And then Wolverine Wildcat, I'll go to 4. You know, it's a little shorter, not as long.
It was a lot smoother than I thought it
It
was.
was, oh my gosh, I was expecting like pain.
Yeah, first hill I was
Pleasantly
preparing
surprised.
myself, and then bam, smooth. So
Pleasantly
I got a
surprised.
4 because I wouldn't say there was any like crazy elements. Or,
Yeah, I would agree. It's kind of like Viper at Six Flags Great America, so.
would ride again. So
Yes. Now we are to the last 2 rides. Corkscrew and Thunderhawk. And this is where I leave Katie, because Katie won't ride either one of those. Oh, the entrance is on the other side.
yeah, I don't see a fast lane.
Oh wait, no, there isn't a fast lane for this one, I don't think. Hopefully the line's not too long, because that would suck. Anywho, wish me luck, you guys. Alright, you guys, so I am fresh off Corkscrew. I took a video of Katie just sitting on a bench by herself on her phone, and then took a picture and sent it to her. I wasn't even in the picture you sent to me.
I was trying to get you, but
The roller coaster was in the way.
Yeah, the roller coaster was kind of in the way.
Anywho, Corkscrew, honestly, for what it is, was really good. It was really smooth. There's only 2 corkscrews, that's it. It was like honestly really, really fun, actually. I would probably give it, you know, it's not like my favorite coaster or anything, but for what it is, I'd probably give it a 4. I wouldn't like write home about it or anything. I mean, it's a corkscrew ride, so anyway.
Well, while you were up there, I was walking towards the exit so I could actually reach the exit. And then one of the ladies working the game was just like, "That's Bush Farm. How is that compared to here?" And I straight up answered, "Are you sure you want me to answer that?"
You said that? What'd she say after that?
I'm laughing. How like you just gotta understand that Knott's is a much bigger park.
Dude, it's like on a whole nother level. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she actually asked you that. What did she want you to say? That like this is like
She said she was thinking about taking her daughter there. And I'm like, no, it's a really good. It's a bigger park.
it's huge.
That's why
It's huge.
I wouldn't really compare it to here.
Definitely not.
But
There is no comparison.
it's just so funny. I was like, I can't answer this honestly. So
Kenny's like, I cannot be honest about this answer. That's hilarious.
she said
Oh,
that
man.
they were supposed to open last weekend, and then like they had some tornadoes come through here.
Yeah, they did. It was pretty crazy. Yeah.
So like she said, normally it would be packed, but
So we chose a good weekend on
I
accident?
told her, like, well, it's a good day for me to be here then.
Yes.
Did it.
Anyway, so last coaster, I guess we should say, is hopefully happening. We're walking back to Thunderhawk. Already been over here. I'm gonna see if I can get front row again. Hopefully, that will make the pain less. I'm watching these elements and I'm not ready for this. I might die, guys. We've already had this conversation. Wish me luck. I might die. All right. We'll catch up with you guys after. Here's the proof, guys. I'm still alive.
never on video.
That was rough, though. It's better than Flight Deck at Canada's Wonderland, but it still sucks. And I was in the front row. My ears hurt and they're red.
That's what I don't like about this. You just hit your head.
I was like, please let there be no more inversions. I did talk to the people that were in front of me though for the front row. They go to Cedar Point a lot.
Okay.
And they were like discussing the all park passport, and like they couldn't remember if they got it in the Six Flags parks. And I was like, no, you get in the Six Flags parks, you just don't get to use your add-ons and stuff. So help them out there. Anyway, we're gonna go get some lunch. Oh, okay, wait. Rating, two, like 1, 2, 2, maybe 2. I go 2.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give it a 1.
Special, like it's a 2.
No, I'm gonna give it a 1. I would give it a 0 if I could. I just hate those. Oh, there's the people that I met. Anyway, we're gonna go get some food. Now we've ridden every roller coaster. I'm hungry. And I need Tylenol, so we're gonna go find somewhere to eat. Woo. We have officially ridden every roller coaster. So now we have no agenda. We can leave at any time now.
Might as well do some couple other things because at this point, I don't even know if we'll be able to check into the hotel. I don't know what time check-in is.
Probably 3, right?
Yeah, 3.
It's typical.
Usually they're 3 or 4, maybe 2 sometimes, but
Yeah. Anyway, first thing, let's go get food. And go from there.
I agree.
We'll check in with you guys later. Alright guys, so we finished lunch. We got burgers at the jukebox diner thingy. I got mac and cheese. Katie got onion rings.
Very good.
Yes, really, really good. We're in the Ferris wheel now, just kind of hanging out, taking the views, kind of letting the food settle and stuff like that. You know, doing things. We're definitely riding Shivering Timbers again, for sure. And Wolverine Wildcat probably too. I think. From there, we're not really sure what the day holds, but I'll give you guys a view of what we're seeing. First off, Katie Major. It's really nice. I love the lake. The lake is so pretty. This ride sucks. Do not go on Thunderhawk if you like living.
If you don't know, I mean, help yourself.
And over there is the beautiful Shivering Timbers. And then this wooden coaster here. That one is the Wolverine Wildcat. There you have it. That's what we're seeing. We're currently stopped right now.
Yeah. There's not a lot to this park.
Yeah. We like the lake. It's really pretty. You can oh my gosh, Katie, we should go stand on the dock and take photos. We haven't taken any photos yet. Oops. We zoom in. All right.
It's a very small Ferris wheel, so it's super small.
Yeah, it's really tiny. We'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so as you can tell, we're in the car. We left the park about like 5 minutes ago, which we pretty much stayed until close. The park closes at 6. It's 4:42 right now. I mean, okay, we're on Shivering Timbers a total of 3 times and Wolverine Wildcat 3 times. Those are our favorite rides in the park. No questions, like.
Yeah, every everything else was just there, I guess. I don't
Zach
know.
Zoomer was pretty good for a Woody. Their corkscrew was so smooth. I might have ridden it again. Maybe. We did the Ferris wheel. We did like the little swing things. Did like a couple different flat rides. We did the train. Just kind of little things like that. And then of course we got our souvenirs. We ended up with some really long shirts. It was either those shirts or sweatshirts. Which maybe we should have gone with the sweatshirts.
I don't know.
But like our Knott's Berry Farm sweatshirts are so iconic. They're literally
Okay, and sweatshirts, I mean, they're double the price, so it's kind of like,
yeah, it's like do I need it?
Like, we got the Knott's Berry Farm sweatshirts because there were literally no other options. That is how we ended up with
No,
this.
we ended up with them because we were cold, because we were in California and we didn't bring a sweatshirt because who goes to California and thinks it's gonna be cold? And it was freezing because that was Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's how we ended up with these sweatshirts.
Why don't we just always bring sweatshirts with us? Why?
Well, now
why
we do.
that?
Now we do.
You can't just assume because it's California.
I know. Remember when we went last year? It was bad. Last year was cold too. So anyway, that's how we ended up with these sweatshirts. We decided to go with the t-shirts over the sweatshirts, which, like, I mean, when we're wearing our fanny packs anyway, like the shirts kind of like get bunched up underneath them anyway, so it's like not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a color shirt that we don't have.
I think the shirt will be fine. Like, sometimes having a longer shirt with, like, when you're wearing leggings is kind of nice. I don't know what it's like to wear it with shorts, but
I do.
with the leggings,
I do it all the
think
time.
it's
I have
nice.
so many long shirts I just wear with my shorts. And then of course I was able to find a lanyard and I found a shot glass. So, and that was all at one shop, like one-stop shop. Anywho, overall pretty good day. We don't think like we would make the trip specifically for Michigan's Adventure again. But if there happened to be like a reason that we were in the area for something, like we might hop over, get some rides on Shivering
think
Timbers.
so. I don't
And
know why we would ever be in that area. I don't know what to actually.
we don't know anyone up here.
So, but if for some random reason,
We end up by, Michigan's Adventure. Maybe, what if we go to Grand Rapids?
yeah, well, I didn't think it was that close.
Be closer to Peoria.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know why we'd go to Grand Rapids.
I don't either. I was just saying, like, what if we just ended up at Grand Rapids somehow?
I don't know why we would go there. But sure,
Anywho, we are on the road. We are driving to our hotel for tonight so we can go to Indiana Beach tomorrow. Less than 2 hours to go. It was only like a 2 hour and like 10-minute drive anyway to start with.
We've only been on the road for like 10 minutes, so.
We should be getting there a little before 7, so we'll check in and then find somewhere to eat for dinner. Then we might either go back to the hotel and do a little bit mapping out for Germany, or Katie has talked about putting together Google Drive so that I can just dump all of the code, like all the amusement park photos in it. And she's talked about it for a while now, and it just has not happened. Anywho, we're gonna continue driving and not get injured or killed in these Michigan drivers.
That's the goal.
Anywho, I just said that. Okay, anyway, we are driving. We are on the road. We got less than 2 hours to the hotel. We'll check in when we get there, because you don't want to watch us drive, because it's boring. So deuces for now. Hey guys, so I kind of realized that we never checked in with you guys after we got to the hotel. And if you can't tell, it's night now. It's actually like 11 o'clock.
But after we got to the hotel, which we didn't lose any time, thankfully, we got to the hotel about the time we were supposed to. We went ahead and got checked in and then dropped our stuff off, and then we went and grabbed dinner, which they actually like left like a little list of like things to do like on one of the beds, like restaurants in the area, activities to do, and then like I don't even remember what the last thing was, but anyway, so we went and got dinner and then went and got some drinks at a brewery, and then just came back to the hotel. Katie crashed. Well, I thought she was gonna crash. I took a shower and she was still awake when I got out, so, but she's asleep now. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us today at Michigan's Adventure. We had a pretty good time. I think we were definitely like, there were a couple rides that were like, wow, okay, blown away by. Everything else was kind of like, yeah, okay, we kind of expected that. But tomorrow is Indiana Beach, so stick around for that. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.